Glad to have you with us from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock Whitney Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Troy Trojans and the South Alabama Jaguars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Coach Applewhite told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Jaguars will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Trojans offense who will have the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire, and you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Running inside, it's Lovett. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football.
Finding some room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we get a look at Bishop Davenport. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Bunch formation for these receivers. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
The run inside. It's Phillips. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right back to it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Jaguars will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Phillips. Oh, what a move to get open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. After run, now throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock.
Makes the grab in their space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver going in motion. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open, and as a result, it's an incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback keep. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Back to throw, it's Davenport. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Jaguars will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for room. It's Griffin. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play. He'll try it again.
They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. He'll pull it down. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on 4th and short. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down.
4th down, no problem. Call your own number. He does a great job sticking the ball in the belly of the running back, pulling that thing out, taking off and running, and knowing he had the 1st down. Nice job by this offense to get a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. That's caught. It's locked. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. From the gun. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying play action. Going over the top. Snatches it on the right. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to the well. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Punt is on its way. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Dumps it off in the flats. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They'll run the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tempo in overdrive. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's White. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. It's Lovett. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Troy! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this moment.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the left side. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic with his feet. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. The Jaguars send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Crowder. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. from the gun on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field.
Hey, man, the defense really needed that. They needed that for their confidence. 3 drives already, 3 touchdowns. They haven't found a way to solve the puzzle till now. Nice job getting the stop, getting a little bit of momentum, and now hopefully your offense is energized and excited because they got the football back.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The sure hands, it's Woods. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Davenport. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup, not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Running into the open space. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Jaguars will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 10 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Wolverines coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, the South Alabama head coach told me at the half he has challenged his team in the locker room at the half because they have not done anything on offense. He said, I know we're better than this offensively, but they have been absolutely stunned at the line of scrimmage. He knows they're better than this. They get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. We'll see if they're able to get off the mat right here and answer Colts are back in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Jaguars line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The keeper on the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Good, solid tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Crosses the 45. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
On the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quarterback making checks. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. With the catch, it's Jenkins.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jenkins. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. First down and 5 after the penalty. Takes a handoff. It's Phillips. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Jaguars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Davenport. Right down the middle. All by himself. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Jaguars! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Making side adjustments here. They go right back to him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. And you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Randolph. So now it's 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dort. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Fakes the grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Lovett. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run the counter. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. Dropping back, it's Davenport. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Fires left. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield.
Ready. 129. Ready, go.
They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots.
Makes the grab and room to run. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Jaguars will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Davenport. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go. Go.
Quarterback will keep it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Jaguars in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, South Alabama. Gets it into the end zone.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Dropping back, it's Crowder. It's complete to the right. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Davenport. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Here's a heat. On the move and looking. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Jaguars are in the hurry-up.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Got a little space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to